Well, gang, it's a sad state of affairs. Here we are again. Another big game. Another big result. Big result in the opposite direction. Not a good day. Not a good day. Glad that I got some time to decompress after that game and not go live straight away. Big shout out to Uncle Sharma for yet another superior stream. Amazing dude. amazing coverage of the match, of the post-match. I feel like there's so much to talk about, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to, but I do want to. So we're gonna get it done. This chair. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's go right to the top of the comments and then let's dissect another big game result, which didn't go in our favor and now virtually condemns us down to the round of 24. The round of 24 before the round of 16. If we get to the round of 16 now, which I don't think many people are going to be keen on after today. The keenness to get to the round of 16 wasn't necessarily to get there for Champions League reasons. It was there to free up the February calendar. Like I said in the short, today, the biggest winner out of this Champions League match day is going to be Milan, because all three sides are going to qualify into the top 24. Although Copenhagen pulled a goal with 10 men. Watch Napoli get eliminated. They'll probably lose to Chelsea. They won't go through. It'll be Napoli and Milan with the open calendar. And it'll be us playing bummy fixtures. Now, I'm just going to say right now that today's result means one thing very clearly to me. You just need to play the team that you plan on playing first is now the team that plays in Serie A every weekend. Every time. The team that plays first is the team that plays Serie A. So when we do go up against Dortmund, I don't know what games are either side of that, whether it's Cremonese, whether it's fuck off, I don't care. Whoever is either side of those games, players. Toro now starts against Cremonese. Barella starts against Cremonese. Barella was shit today. We'll get to that in a sec. The starters now start. In what are deemed to be the smaller matches. As of today. Like, I don't want to see these guys play against Dortmund. We're not going to go to Dortmund and win. Why are we trying to force it? And even then, 3 points now wouldn't even guarantee it. We're out of the top 8. We are 9th. All 8 of those sides. It would only be 3 or 4 that we could leapfrog anyway. So yeah, man. Big up to some people in the comment. Let's go to them now. Ant says, I think this result needs to be a lesson for Oak Tree to invest in improving your squad for the rest of the season. They won't do that, bro. They won't do that in January, man. No way will they do that. But it will be a sign to them to say that if you think that you're going to qualify for European round next season, then that's it. That financially and recoup those financial benefits, you will not do that. I guarantee it. I'm sick and tired of Inter playing old past the hill grandpa players. We need youth. Esposito did more. We can't spend big. We need to invest in youth. Bro, as I was watching this game today, it became very clear to me once again that Marcus Thuram was once again one of the poorest players on the pitch. The big game players today, Lautaro, shit. Barella, shit. Thuram, shit. Bastoni decided to have one of his best defensive games for Inter in about 2 years today. That was the Bastoni that I knew and loved. If there was one Inter player that came off that pitch today and I was looking at, I was like, yo, Bastoni, where the fuck have you been? But he also decided to do it on a day where the rest of his side played poorly and the rest of his defense was just not up to it. And we just leaked. We leaked. But Bastoni was good today. And yeah, the decision to play a Cherby today mind-boggled everybody, man. Mind-boggled everybody. I said it before the match. Like, I was trying to understand it. Slightly better in the air than Bisek. Not as accident-prone as Bisek. Dude. Against Arsenal. Like, Acerbi was rattled, cuz. This is a guy that gets skinned for fun in the Champions League. Skinned for fun. Got skinned out there again tonight. No confidence on the brother. No confidence on Acerbi. None. Nil. Zero. Niente. A duck. How sad. We were never at that level. Let's be real. It's annoying and sad, but true. No, you're right. We were never on that level. We hyped, vibed our way to a couple of Champions League finals. If we were on that level, we would have been winning Scudetti every season up until now. This is still one of the funniest things ever. I was laughing off camera, like big time. I even looked up what it meant. It's meant to be like when someone's taking too long to do something or something's dragging on. I could use this for so many of my students when I go back to school and a kid's trying to tell a story and they're just going in the most roundabout way possible. I can even use it on my wife. I can be like, oh, hey, babe, put the fries in the bag. Hurry up, man. Let's go. What's going on, dude? We'll keep repping us hard on the Tuto Culture Pod. Top Sucic, world-class goal. Beautiful goal. Zielinski, invisible for me today. Did absolutely nothing. Could barely see him. Pio, amazing. Now, for me, Marcus Thuram needs to be sold. If you can sell Marcus Thuram for 50, 60, because next season I want to see Toro and Pio up top. I mean, I wouldn't even care if we sold Toro, but let's not entertain it because no one's going to agree with me anyway. So we're way past that. He was shit again today, but there's no point in talking about it in big games. I'm completely now resigned to the fact of what Lautaro's level is, and his level is Pisa. His level is Salernitana. His level is Genoa, Bologna, blah, 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 blah. It's not even big time Serie A. And hopefully we can jam our way to a Scudetto this season. There's no guarantee that that's going to happen at all. Even if we do prioritize it, Milan have just, got themselves extra energy and extra rest over us in February. They are clear favorites to win the Scudetto. And this is now looking like a season where it could be a disaster. But I hope not. We need to smack Pisa. Like, bro, if we drop points to Pisa this weekend, it is a fucking crisis, mate. It is a crisis, mate, if we drop points to Pisa. But I don't want to start talking like that now because we dropped a game today to the best team in Europe. Arsenal are the best team in Europe. They're better than Bayern. They're better than Madrid. They're better than Barca. They're better than Paris. They're better than Shitty, who lost to fucking Bodo Glimt. Or shout out to the City Don that came on the channel yesterday and was flexing like no tomorrow. Even I gave you your flowers and said that you'd score a few goals. Yo, you got pantsed. City fans, get the fuck out of here with this whole you need favors from other teams. You don't need shit. You spend €500 million every transfer season. You've got a fraud as a coach and you've got frauds as a fan base. Nobody likes City. Get the hell out of here, bro. I don't even know why I gave City fans 5 minutes. I'm not going to lie, bro. I don't even feel like venting today. All I've got to say is that Inter pre-May 31st and Inter post-May 31st are two different units. I'm struggling to completely decipher what you mean there, bro. Not ideal result, but we got beaten by a better team. We did. Good to see you again, Mike. I don't think we should beat ourselves up too much. It's not that beating ourselves up too much. It's just that, bruv, it's like Chivu said. I'm glad you commented there, Mike, because I can literally segue into the main quote that I wanted to bring up today. There we go. This explains it. Arsenal are stronger in terms of technique, speed, intensity, way of attacking the lines. The real regrets are the previous games against Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. Brother, we had to come out of these 3 games. I think I even said it on stream previously. You got to come out of there with 2 or 3 points. If you win 1 and lose 2, if you draw all 3, we couldn't even draw a couple. We couldn't even draw 1. 1 point extra, Mike, would have put us in a position where we could go, hey, at least we can win and guarantee ourselves a spot in the 8 if we can go to Dortmund. Bro, we are 9th. Today was the day that we relinquished our position as one of Europe's top competitors, even if we were a little fraudulent in the process. Lautaro can leave the bunker. We have Pisa on Friday. What's up, Black Prince? Thanks for coming by. All in for the Scudetto now. Yeah, but will Akanji's words come back to haunt him? Will Akanji's words come back to haunt him now? Because we just said it with Jesse. Yeah, we're going for the Scudetto. That's our goal. Mate, I swear to God, if you don't win this Scudetto now, you look like a fucking idiot. You all look like idiots. Lock in, boys. Lock in, lads. Lock in nice and sharp. Yeah, we got big things to achieve now. You need to win a league title. God help you if you don't win a league title. Honestly, man, I don't know what else to say anymore. I think we are just not good enough to compete at this level. The final has deflated us. We are done in Europe, bro. We are done. Participants for the next few years for sure. Why aren't you guys trusting in the pros? Hey, man, Chivu's doing what Chivu can do at this level. I don't think anybody expected Chivu to beat Super Duper Mick. It's not fair. It's not fair on Chivu. But at the end of the day, naivety with playing at Cherby today, big time. We shouldn't have expected to get anything out of this game anyway. We shit the bed against Atleti and Liverpool. Exactly right. Even if we do go through, then what? All that to lose another UCL final? Exactly. The league should definitely be the priority. And we know it is now. But an opportunity goes begging in the last 3 match days to solidify a spot in the last 8 and open up the February calendar to us, and only focus on Serie A in February. That would have been perfect. Perfect. Now we have 2 fucking games in February. European games. Flights, travel, injuries, fatigue, rotation. Fuck. Who wants it? Who wants it? We don't want this shit. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for it ourselves. We tried not to ask for it by winning 4 goddamn games on the bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the Champions League. They were against shit opponents. But we got the job done. Imagine we didn't. Maybe we should have dropped a game or 2 there. Maybe we could have bombed out a la Napoli, who couldn't hold on against 10 men against Copenhagen. Copenhagen, you know. I don't believe this. It's starting to sink in. And you know what's going to cap it off? Juve will beat Benfica tomorrow, and then they'll probably beat Monaco as well. And when they do that, then what? Maybe they'll come in the top 8. Vaffanculo. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Just give him £1 billion to spend. And a dog called takes time, guys. Relax. I don't get you sometimes, but I'm happy you're here. Inter screwed up in the previous season after winning Barcelona. Yes, we did screw up big time, bro. We didn't screw up by losing a final. You can lose finals. We screwed up by making sure we lose the final. That would cause permanent psychological damage to the athletes moving forward. The Premier League teams are just superior. It's not your fault. That is really nice of you to say, mate. That is very... Welcome to the channel. You should subscribe. What's up, my brother? What's up, Ian? My brother in pain. Pain it is. What else is going on? Perisic is picking up momentum, eh? Like, bro, this is the only access to socials I've got. The Inter Worldwide Twitter. No Instagram, no Facebook, no personal Twitter, no TikTok, no nothing. No nothing. I don't speak French. Oh, wait, it's not fucking French. Stupid of me to think it was French. Interesting if it's tied to PSV's elimination to the champions. I don't think so. To the Champions League. I don't think so. See, this shits me. And trust me, they are so happy about this. They are so happy about this. Look at him. He's like, haha. All I need to do is bomb it to Chelsea. Ian, and we are good, G. We are good, my brother. We are good to go, Ian. A Cherub's playing made me feel embarrassed for him. That's not a Cherub's fault. A Cherub's fault at his age. He should be he should be playing where Ronaldo is right now. I see Marotta basically confirm no incomings too. Nobody on the market that can improve us according to him. Yeah, that's just a fancy way of going. We don't have any funds, do we, mate? We are poor. We are broke as a joke, cuz. It is 10:15 a.m. and I want to swap these amino acids for amino B acids. Shit go. Vince has just been avoiding me all morning, but it's not too bad. We wiped our ways. Luis Enrique made it his mission to rage bait us. Luis Enrique, bro, I don't think Luis Enrique is that bad. I don't think he's that bad. And I do think he's getting quite a bit of a negative rap. I do think his defensive positioning can be bad. This would be fantastic because let's talk a little bit about Jan Sommer, bro. That is absolutely horrendous once again today, bro. Inter wants Martinez for June. The first contacts are in recent days. He must accept a lower salary base. I would love someone with his fucking guts in our club to come in, man. I would love someone with his guts to come in. Luis Enrique is getting a little bit of a bad rap. But he is limited. Gets himself in great positions offensively, not so great defensively. Just lacks a little bit of confidence. I'm glad he had that attempt where he scuffed it, yeah, but no one was keeping up with him. Lautaro looked unfit. Lautaro looked like he wasn't keeping up. Milan have had more rest all season. We've played at least 7 games more at the minimum. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us, man. But we can gas. We can gas at any moment. Now, we need Roma to do us a favor. We need Milan to start psychologically phasing out of this league. So Roma needs to do us a huge favor this weekend, man. Do I support any clubs in the Premier League? I'm a massive Man United fan, bro. I watch every Man United game. I've watched every Man United season since 1998. Around about there, bro, when I was 5 years old. The first jersey I received in my life was a Man United jersey. I did have another channel called Devils Down Under where I was covering some Man United stuff, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time to cover both, man. Occasionally, I'll put up a Man United update here, but it's not usually met with great support anyway. So, yeah, I do like to talk Premier League because I do watch Premier League because it's the easiest thing to watch and support in this country. Also, when you grow up in Australia and you grow up loving football in high school and the banter with the mates, not everybody's Italian, are they? So it's very hard to go to school and have people to talk to about Inter and Serie A. So by default, you definitely support an English club here. Arsenal apparently lost only 2 games this season. They were in great form, and then there's us that can't beat any in big games. What I meant, Anthony, was mentally speaking, we just don't. We're not the same team. Yeah, we're not. We are not that side at all, bro. We need to cash in on some big names soon. Bring me Pisa, 100%. All of this will be curbed with a win against Pisa and dropped points to Milan because one of, if not both, Napoli and Juve are dropping points. If Inter win this weekend, either one of 2 things happens. Not really. Napoli can be potentially -8 or -9 from Inter. That is huge at this point of the season. Huge to ask Conte to chase down 9 points or 8 points coming into February. Huge. Conte likes to be just behind or just in front. And if he does still have Coppa Italia and if he does go through in the Champions League, that's almost him out. Napoli at -8 or -9 from us in February with Champions League, they're out. They're gone. They won't catch us. Alternatively, and annoyingly, if we beat Pisa, we might as well cheer for a Juve win if it's not going to be a draw. Obviously, a draw is the best result there, but we might as well cheer for a Juve win. And I know what everyone's thinking. Trust me, no one would be more vocal than me. I would still laugh at them if they lost. But if they did lose that game, they would be -13 from us, meaning that all we would need to do is virtually win our next couple of games against whoever it is, Cremonese and someone else, before we come up against Juve. And we will kick, and they're out of the race. They're out of the title race. We'll kick them out permanently anyway. For as long as Juve are about 9-10 points behind us, they're still in it for me until we can play that fixture against them. If we beat Pisa, we are teeing ourselves up to eliminate a title rival very, very soon in the league. Very soon. Because one of Roma or Milan has to drop points. In this situation, you really are barracking for a Roma win, not even a draw in this situation. Roma is not a title threat to us. They will continue to drop points as well throughout the season. The threat are Napoli, Milan, and Juve. And this weekend is a weekend where if Inter gets 3 points, we can start to look at rivals that can start to be eliminated from the race. And that's a good feeling to have. Bomb it against Pisa, we are screwed. We are screwed and we will not win a title. Pisa or draw is paying $6 on the betting outlets. So best believe if Inter is going to F around, the New South Wales revenue and the state government is going to find out really quickly that this Anthony Privatera guy from Southwest Sydney is very efficient with his bills. Man's paying his bills 7 days forward. His utilities 7 days forward. How's this guy doing this? Yeah, the more you know, brother. I don't care about the Champions League. Play the reserves for the rest of the competition. Facts. Our main focus is to win the scudetto. We cannot let Milan get the second start this year. And it is them. It is them. It's going to be them. It's not going to be anybody else but them. Next UCL game, I want us to play Zoma in striker and Lautaro in goalkeeper. That's the commitment I want to see. Super duper Mick, he's won shit all. Yep, 6 years of nothing but an FA Cup, bro. Fried City. Hakan and Dumfries in this team would have definitely changed the game. Yeah, but at the same time, man, that's only 2 players. That's only 2 players, but it's 2 big players. Not having Dumfries this season has been a bit of a crux. He's due back end of February, I think first week of March or something like that. But I think it's a safe bet to say that Denzel Dumfries is not going to play for Inter again this season. Maybe again in general. Napoli and Juve have those same 2 games? Yes, they will. Anthony, good to see you stream. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to do a lot more for the channel. I've got a lot more time on my hands recently. Some things have worked out really well in my personal life. I've had a couple of really good wins. And because of that, I love dedicating more time here. So more shorts, more videos on other Serie A teams, more videos coming out as well, and more streams and more live streams. After the PSG final, I joined Mattia and Anthony in the underworld. Welcome, cuz you're in good company here. You'll never leave disappointed. Inter was stronger last year. Yeah, those are some facts. We've been stronger the last few years. This isn't a strong Inter side. This isn't that strong of an Inter side. Christian Chivu's doing a great job. And if he can keep us competing for the Serie A title until the back end of May, he's done a great job. One thing's for sure. We're going to get to the back end of this season and we're either going to be champions or very close to being champions. And regardless of which one that is, Christian Chivu must stay on as manager next season. He has done a very good job so far. He has proven that he has deserved time to grow into the role. That the teams that he has not beaten in Europe and the managers that he has lost to in Europe, most notably Diego Simeone, okay? It's not. You can't expect him to do these things. I'm a City fan, season ticket holder. We are crumbling. What's up, cuz? Welcome. Sorry for the shade that I just threw on you. But hey, well-deserved shade. Cop it, my brother. Stick around. Subscribe. You'll like it here, bro. Bring Perisic back. We need that mentality. Bro, we need Perisic big time. Big time. One sec. That's the problem with having a million Inter jerseys, bro. If you actually want to look for one specifically, good fucking luck to you. I just sifted through about 54 jerseys thinking that I'd find it so easily. But yeah. There it is, boys. There it is. There it is. Ivan Perisic. That's who we need back. That's who we actually need back. That's crazy. That's actually wild. I'd welcome him back with open arms. Open arms, because these assholes are mentally weak. They are mentally weak. I haven't acknowledged the fact that there is 75 people on Inter Worldwide right now, which is actually great. 45 of you are coming from YouTube, which is a little bit more than last time as well. So thank you very, very much. So glad the camera and the lighting has improved a lot. You know Conte wants out of Europe ASAP before they fall too far behind in the league. Facts, bro. They bombed that on purpose. How far? You know, Ian, you'll appreciate this. I saw it at 1-0 with like how long left? 11 minutes, like 15, like 25 minutes to go. And Copenhagen were paying like $11 to score an equalizer because they had 10 men. I thought, nah, bro, this could happen. And I really regret not putting just a little bit on. Just a little bit. Can we talk about De Vrij being the most disrespected player in the squad? Zero rotation for De Vrij. Crazy how Acerbi's getting that sort of nod over him. Crazy. It really does speak volumes. Christian Chivu just must not be a fan whatsoever. Not a fan whatsoever. And how do you can't really complain about Christian Chivu because, you know, what he has done in the league is impressive so far. So you're not really going to question his methods, but absolutely no rotation whatsoever. No rotation whatsoever. And I think that De Vrij is looking for a move out, probably as early as Jan. Maybe we would be better off if we moved him out, but we're still going to need as many representatives as possible going into the back end of this season. And now that we've got 2 extra February games, fuck me. If he doesn't trust De Vrij at all, maybe he should play him in the games that we don't care about, which just might be a big game in the Champions League away to Dortmund. That yellow wall of fans is going to absolutely neck us, bro. I'm going to keep going to comments, and then we'll look at the table soon, because you know how we were talking yesterday, the Spurs and Dortmund game, we wanted a draw, bro. Spurs ended up obliviating Dortmund. Red card for Dortmund as well. So, yeah, man. Sporting Lisbon beat Paris. Like, it all went tits up for us. Liverpool will win. Atletico will win. Newcastle will win. Brother, wait until you see the ugly position we're in tomorrow. You think it gets bad now? Ninth, far out, bro. 13th. 13th tomorrow. 13th. We'll lose to Dortmund, bro. We are finishing like 18th or 19th in this Champions League. Watch. I don't even know how the draw works and who plays who. I don't really give a fuck. It's a nice little luxury in your head to know that you don't care about it a little bit. But now I've got the anxiety of bombing the league. So they really need to prove big time. There is way too much light in here now since I turned that big light on. One sec. They really need to prove that they can get the job done against Pisa, man. What a statement to say. Can we welcome Pisa to the San Siro and show 75,000 fans that we can get the job done? Move, Vince. Get out the way. Oh. Man, I love my job. Being in education, like school holidays in Australia is dope. I always tell people, don't ever believe when a school teacher or someone in education tells you that they did not pick this industry for the holidays. Oh, I did it for the kids. Yeah, bro. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. A club is made up of 4 components that need to support each other: ownership, management, coaching staff, and players. Only 2 out of 4 are thinking about sporting results. Interesting. It's actually hard to tell which 2. Hey, that's dope. I'm not even going to say who I think it is. I'll probably get it wrong. Enrique just kept edging me, man, getting close to scoring, but then fumbling. That's a really nice graphic analogy. Yo, Anto, when are we going to win a big game? We're not going to beat Juve when we bring them here, because I refuse to believe it, because that's just not me. Dortmund would be a big game now, because if you go away, I know I'm being pessimistic saying we're going to be 12th, 13th tomorrow. Realistically, we'll probably be about 10th, 11th. Doesn't matter that. If you were to go to Dortmund and win, you're qualifying in the top 8, basically, in my opinion. So that would be a big game. That's a huge game. But no one cares. Even Akanji said we don't care, which he probably shouldn't have said out loud. You don't say that you're going for the scudetto in January, February. You just say, look, we aim to... that's where you do the PR thing and you go, oh, at a club like Inter, we're meant to compete, for all prizes. So we just aim to give our best in every single game. And right now we're happy with the way that we are doing, and full credit to the squad and the coach. Far out, bro. I don't get paid for this shit. What's up, Dom, at Dortmund? Martinez would be huge for us. He would actually fix up a lot of the issues in defense and commanding the box. Facts. It's a shame that he's had to go through what he's gone through this season. I hope we can offload Thuram in the summer. Yes, get rid of Thuram. Start Toro and Pio next season. Pio is ready to start, bro. He's ready to start, bro. If you can get 50, 60 mil for Thuram, 50 mil, let's just be conservative, 50 mil. Get Thuram out the door, 50 million euros, and then use that money and reinvest it. You can do a lot with 50 million. At that point, you could probably pick up Lookman for 20, 25. You could pick up Lookman for 25. Or you could just really reinvest in another forward, man, and you'd have a bit left over, bro. Honest to God, you do not need Thuram going forward next season. What's up, Nick Knox? And I'm not even mad, not surprised by this result. Not surprised at all, bro. I'm not surprised at all. Don't want to raise my stress levels. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm at home on school holidays. The game starts at 7 a.m. Bro, 7 a.m. I wake up at 5:30. 7 a.m. to me is like most people's 10:30 in the morning, 10 a.m. Like, come on, bro. Like, I can't just not watch this game. And I'm watching it, and any hope that I had was in the first 11 minutes. I was getting Paris vibes all over again. Zoma, Barella, Luis Enrique, bad. Luis Enrique, not that bad in my opinion, bro. Once again, getting unnecessary hate, just very, very limited. It's not his fault we spent 25 million on him, to be honest. Zoma, atrocious. Barella, shithouse. I don't know if they will keep Chivu. What if we go trophyless again? Bro, trust me, bro. If Ian said it correctly, it's that not everybody in this club is too concerned about results. Christian Chivu, if he gets us to challenge for the league this year, he'll stay. He'll stay because they won't fire him, bro. He's cheap. He's cheap. They didn't bring Christian Chivu in to sack Christian Chivu unless Christian Chivu really embarrasses himself. What's up, Debs? I don't get why De Vrij isn't getting any game time. The longer he stays out, he will make more mistakes when he does play. I have to agree with that. Galatasaray. Hey, what's going on? You support Galatasaray? Nice. I like Galatasaray. Seen Paulo Condo say we will need at least a point to get to the second leg of playoff at home. Yeah. Fuck. Well, I don't really care about that at all. Juve always win. Yeah. So yeah, we're not going to beat them. I personally think, but this is just me being stupid now because I thought that we'd beat Milan last time. I really thought we'd beat Milan last time. No, apparently not. Oh, bro. I think that we can beat Milan this time. That might be the next big game that we win. Pessimism is warranted. Man, you and Mattia converted me. Bro, by the time I get through all these comments, we've been here for 36 minutes already. I haven't even touched on the game at all. I don't really want to. Do we really need to talk about the game? Do I need to pull stats up? Did you guys not all go and watch Uncle Sharma? If you watched Uncle Sharma, I'd never want to pull stats up. I don't want to do it. I don't want to look at the game. Zoma in goal is never going to be a big game again. 100%. Alessandro, good to see you here again, my brother. Pio is a star in the making. He's becoming one already. KD says, imagine we had Hakimi instead of Enrique. Yes, of course. Seeing a top Prem team's defense struggle to contain him shows the potential. He's big. Mo has joined Pessimism FC. Yeah, I didn't really watch his I didn't watch many of his reactions today, but I know that Mo is definitely joining the club. Hot take, I thought Thuram's hold-up play would have been more effective had he had more help from Toro and the midfield. That's a decent take tonight. I just think Thuram looks weak and unmotivated, man. Pio did more in the first three touches. PSG final was the last straw. Lauti and Pio has to be the starting combo from here. We've got the luxury of rotating well this season up top now, Ian. You know, no Correas, no Taremis, no Arnautovic's. If we don't get Perisic, the season will end up bad like last year. The problem, yeah, I can't believe we're sitting here saying that Ivan Perisic should be our top transfer target, man. Let me type this into Twitter and see what's going on. Bro, Sky Sports as well. Okay, so it's definitely real. It's like full-blown real. I didn't know if it was 100% real yet, but, you know, check it out. Inter wants to bring back Ivan Perisic back to Milan and will press PSV to make it happen. However, it will be necessary to understand what the Dutch club decides to do. If there is openness, the Nerazzurri will go all in. Very interesting. Very interesting. Big up, Shano. Hopefully PSV lose both their UCL games so we can bring Perisic back. So basically, if they lose their last two Champions League games and don't qualify for the round of 24, they're going to let Perisic go. The return is possible. Everything depends on, you know, basically the fate of the will of PSV. Sorry, I'm just sidebarring it here with NRL. Oh, hey! How much money do the Roosters have to spend? You're joking. Tommy Talau and Jess Seegers are both taking the step. They're both signed for the Roosters, eh? Yeah, no, that's not going to end well. Alicia Lehman and Douglas Luiz to Juventus sort of thing. Anyway, sorry about that. So, yeah, we've now literally set our Demartio as well. We've now literally have set our sights on Perisic, and we're not hiding it. We are not hiding it. We are in for this shit. We are in for this, and I'm all for it, man. Bring him back. Bring him back, man. Bring him on back, man. I'm all for it. Look, Vince. Look. Yeah, 100%. 100%. On to the next, lads. On to the next game. You know what? Let's look at it for like literally a second. Ugh, yuck. Disgusting. We lose the game 4 shots on goal to 6, 18 shot attempts to 17. We had the slightly more possession at 51-48 going into the end of the game. That was the final possession stats. At halftime, it was probably more in favor of Arsenal, to be honest. 2 yellow cards apiece, 4 corners to 7, 3 saves on goal from each keeper. Sulcic with the goal in the 18th. Gabriel Jesus with goals in the 10th and 31st. Victor Gyökeres with a goal in 84th. Can't believe we left Gabriel Jesus, a serial goal pest, unmarked, smallest man in the box. Unfucking believable, lads. Unbelievable ladskis. What are you going to do, man? What are you actually going to do? You know, we let Gabriel Jesus have a world-class game today and have a man of the match level performance today. We lost possession, I think. I feel like we lost. These are very limited stats that I'm working with here, but I remember us losing possession in midfield a fair bit. I don't remember, like, our aerial duels, I'm pretty sure were pretty evenly matched with Arsenal. I don't remember us losing out ridiculous. I'm just trying to think about how I remember feeling about the match. I don't remember going far out, no 50-50s, far out, no winning any aerial duels. I didn't really comment on that. And I don't think the referee was awful today. I thought the referee was fine. Yeah, kudos to Arsenal, but like they've won 7 out of 7 group games. To get 21 out of 21 is just crazy. And it's the sort of thing you only expect from a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich, who used to get 6 out of 6. And, you know, Holland looked like very old school Champions League group stages. 6 out of 6 wins, 18 out of 18 points was very rare. Even if you were a Real Madrid, a Bayern, a Manchester United back then, it just didn't happen. So very unfortunate today. I thought that attack-wise, we just weren't that threatening. On the break was the only time that we were ever going to really create something. Breaking them down was never an option at all. We had a fair few shots outside the box or attempts. A lot of our attempts were blocked. Shots from outside the box, even inside, everything was just getting blocked. Made a couple of decent passes, but I don't remember any splitting passes or anything that made me go, brilliant, well done. You know, Lautaro struggled when dropping deep to pick up the ball, to use his body to shift the momentum. Barella, who usually can shift momentum well, was just poor. His body language sucked again, always looking at the floor, always looking like he was, you know, feeling sorry for himself. I don't think we read the game too poorly in midfield, but then again, Arsenal are a very expansive team. They're a very open team. So when I saw us intercepting the ball often, I thought to myself, good, at least we're having a crack and intercepting the ball a little bit, because if you can't intercept the ball against a team like Arsenal, who are you going to intercept the ball against? They are not a tiki-taka style team. They do not parallel play. They do not hold the ball. They are a forward-thinking action breeds other action. For every action, there is an equal to or greater reaction. They are that sort of side. And they played like that sort of side today. So Inter was forced to have a go. And up until, you know, we even at 2-1, we were still giving it a go. It was just frustrating because everything was falling deaf. Everything was falling blind and dead. And it was because we are just nowhere near that level. The quality sucked. You know, our recoveries in the attacking half were not good. They were not good today at all. They were not good. So what can we say? What can we say apart from the fact that now it's time to look at the Serie A, not the Serie A table, the UCL table, and start to plan our impending doom, basically. Our impending doom, because now it's looking really shit. Sometimes it may be good like a first of 4 games, sometimes it may be shit like a Ratener. What a shot in the chest today. Pessimism FC need their own kit, get some concept ups, and bruh, I get what you're saying, but I'm already wearing it proudly on my chest and on this channel. I don't think I can publicize it like that. Seen Emi Martinez. Yeah, that's the sort of goalkeeper that you want, bro. I don't care if he's getting on in age. I don't care about his disciplinary issues. You put him in goal, I feel very, 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 very safe. He is a serial winner. He will make sure that people are scared of us in the box. Bro, bring him yesterday. We've got no problem bringing in older goalkeepers as well. Yeah, no point going over the game again. I mean, we know we're outclassed. We don't need reminders. Also, who is teaching these guys to shoot in training? Are they just having picnics and not practicing? Our shooting sucks. Better to be pessimistic so that you don't get disappointed. I can't remember why Perisic even left in the first place. Well, when Antonio Conte arrived, he was loaned out to Bayern Munich for Antonio Conte's first season. It was the first season because I don't remember him wearing the jersey of the vertical stripes and the diagonal ones. So he went to Bayern, won the league at Bayern. Did he win the league at Bayern? Ivan Perisic honors. I'm pretty sure he did. Like, that would have to be a season where they didn't win the league. And like, when the hell did that happen? Actually, that could be the year that they won the Champions League. I don't quote me on that though. It is the COVID season, right? The year before the COVID season, midway through COVID season. Fuck, I can't remember. Here we go. Season-long loan to Bayern Munich, had the option to sign Perisic on a permanent deal. But they didn't follow through with it for some reason. I think it's because he fractured his ankle and they just saw him as a little bit of a liability. You know, Bayern usually have bigger plans anyway. He scored in the round of 16. He became the 11th Croatian to win the Champions League final after he defeated. So there you go, man. Big stuff for him. He won the Champions League with Bayern Munich. I completely forgot that he won the Champions League with Bayern Munich. If I look at his honors altogether, and he won the Bundesliga. Bro, man won the treble. Ivan Perisic, treble winner. There's probably people commenting it. I just haven't gone to it yet. There you go. He won the fucking treble. And then he came back to Inter and won the Serie A next season and the Coppa Italia and the Super Coppa. That's his Coppa Italia, by the way. Banger goal against Juve in the final. Bro, I would celebrate this guy like a new signing, man, like a brand new sparkling signing. Don't even bring him back on loan. Bring him back for like a season and a half permanently. Bro, I should do a rugby league segment. First time here, and I'm digging the vibes. If the season starts, bro, I've been wanting to ask people on this channel if they're okay with me covering other things on this channel. The problem is that I know I should start another channel just for everything else separate. I just don't really have the motivation to do that. I really don't have the If I had some sort of guarantee from like 50 or 100 people here that they'd follow me over to restart the other channel, then maybe I would. But altogether, even though it's called Inter Worldwide, sometimes I do just feel like doing a segment on this channel that's all sport or NBA or NRL. So if other people would be okay with that, I'd definitely test it out, especially from March onwards when the NRL actually starts. I'm a West Tigers fan, but more so, I just watch the sport. I watch every single game every weekend because, as you know, bro, what the fuck is there else to do in this goddamn country on the weekend but watch sport and drink and watch sport and drink just like they want us to do. Don't go out. Don't watch any live music. We cancelled that years ago. Casino or die, pub or die, baby, in this place. Welcome to the channel, by the way, bro. Big up. Whereabouts in Australia are you from? Before the match, tweeted that a Cherby versus Jesus would be a bad matchup. And lo and behold, yeah, bro. Nostradamus shit. It matters not whether you win the group stage. PSG went through. Yes, that's absolutely true. Like we all said today, and even Sharma said it. Winning today in the Champions League and qualifying for the final late in the Champions League had fuck all to do with the Champions League. Oh, yeah, those Arsenal corners confuse me. Who are they? Yeah, they've been doing this for a while. They've got a set-piece coach, and you know what? It works. They are the most successful set-piece side in the world. I even predicted a 3-1 loss. I knew the loss was coming. We're just not at the same level. Absolutely. We didn't seem like we had even watched any footage of Arsenal. We as fans know Arsenal are good on corners. We played zonal and let the Arsenal players get a run on us. Yeah, why was there no man marking? Perisic returned as a champion from Bayern after his loan spell, won the treble. There you go. He did win the league. There you go. Thanks, Stephen. Good to see you again here as well. Good to see Ant still here. He won the treble. We'll be going for 50 minutes. I could keep going for a while. We're going to stick around for a while today, guys. What if Inter steals someone from Bordeaux Glimt? Bruv, they knocked They knocked Shite. I'm almost at the end of the comments, so let's get to that, and then let's go to the table. Saka assisted to Jokeres. You love rugby, yeah. So you know what? When the NRL season starts, I might just start covering a little bit. And you know what? If the algorithm reaches NRL fans, they'll tune into that segment. We were dog shit today. Hoyan, an absolute legend in the intersphere. A moment of acknowledgement for Hoyan for dropping into the stream. We have got Hoyan in company. What an absolute top G. One of the funniest people I've ever spoken to online. That's for damn sure. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well. I hope you are watching this with the same level of disgust and disgrace that we did. But at the same time, bro, unfortunately, Hoyan, I've seen you talk. I think you were in the original crop of crew where you just wanted Christian Chivu nowhere near the club. But Hoyan, I hope you're coming around a bit to him doing the job in Serie A. Do you think he can do the job in Serie A, my guy? Do you think Chivu can? Or do you think that he's just destined to fail and it's all downhill from here? Yeah, I would never call it that. That's just arrogant and smug as shit. But what I will do, Ian, I'm just gonna start covering whatever I want on here, man. If people don't like it, they can comment. And if I do get a receptive crowd that says, nah, don't do that, then I'll take the feedback on board. I'm very good at taking feedback on board. The only thing I'm not good at doing is dealing with Inter. It's literally the only thing I need to fix up my life about. Chivu doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Oh, cuz. Oh, man. You make me laugh still, bro. You make me laugh still. That was the most Sydney thing I've ever heard regards to full-time muso in Melbourne. What did I do? What part did I say? My memory is on like a fucking 3-minute loop these days, mate. What did I say, Mike? No, I actually don't watch any WWE, bro. I got more than enough problems I got more than enough real shit to deal with in the real world, like school, like family, like Inter. Like I just don't have the time or the patience to watch anything fake. And I stopped watching wrestling when I was 13 years old, man. When I was last into WWE, I can tell you exactly when the era was and what was going on. Undertaker was taking on Randy Orton at WrestleMania 21, I think it was. So he still had his streak. It was the era where like John Cena was just about to peak, if not peaking already. His feud with JBL was on. Benoit and Guerrero was still around. Kurt Angle was still around. Goldberg had just retired. Stone Cold had just retired. Around about WrestleMania 18, 19, 20, 21 is where I watched it. So probably like age like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then a nice little, literally woke up one day and went, well, fuck me dead. I'm not interested in that whatsoever. Inter, bro. This is an Inter channel. Welcome if you are new. Subscribe if you are new. You won't regret it. Plenty of good stuff on here. Thank you to the 81 people that are still here right now. That's very, very nice. We have made history today. Inter have lost 3 consecutive games. Yes, we have never done that before. I completely understand that. It sucks. Good to see you too, bro. Long time no see. It has been a while, man. It has been a while. I saw you repping us hard on the Tutto Culture pod at one point as well. Glad to see I'm looking good. Trying, bro. Health is wealth. If there's one thing I can do is just eat healthy and exercise pretty much. It's the only favor I can do to myself. Boo, rugby talk, boo. Bruv, at the end of the day, no one gives a shit about rugby in your tea-sipping country. Okay, but there's plenty of money in the English Super League. There's a big reason why some Aussie players go and take some contracts over there. There will be no rugby union talk, if that's what you're wondering. But the National Rugby League in Australia, has a massive following and a very limited YouTube presence as well. And I'd love nothing more than to come on here and yell about the West Tigers. Like you think the team, you think Inter's a basket case, brother. I support the fucking Venezia level club. If there was a relegation system in the National Rugby League, my club would never play in the top division. I would support Catania FC version of rugby league. Bro, the team I support in rugby league is the most pathetic basket case of a sports franchise. I've been commenting. I got banned from commenting on their Facebook page because I was saying for 10 years straight, fold the club. You guys are doing horrible at business structure. You still haven't replaced the pokies gambling revenue that went down with your leagues club when you burnt it. Like, dude, I actually got barred from their Facebook page for dropping truth bombs. They suck. I hate them. The downfall in the league is on the way, and I agree. This is Milan's title. There you go. Some of the fans that would have usually been optimistic about the league are just not. It's just not, bro. It's not. DiMarco needs a 4 men back, 4 men behind to not F anything. Thank you very much for the donation, my brother. Mr. Drop Stinch. What's CLP, bro? I've got no idea. Let's just type it in. What is CLP? Chilean pesos. Hey, you've probably done this before, man. I spent 4 lovely nights in Santiago. Unfortunately, my wife was sick, but that did not stop me. That did not stop me having a great time in the city of Santiago. There's a couple of nice photos of me drinking beers with some very nice locals. And I looked at that photo recently. I looked at my wife and I'm like, was I too friendly? Like, these looks like some bad men. Like the proper, like, you know, inked up, very nice. They looked very affiliated, but brilliant hangout. And then my wife was like, were they? I'm like, no, they weren't. So you never judge a book by its cover, do you? Enjoyed a couple of beers and a couple of spliffs, not going to lie. Egg chasing Shams. Imagine Shams watching rugby. I just can't see him watching it. I can't picture Zeal watching many things, actually. Like, let's picture Uncle Sharma watching UFC. No. Rugby, no. Basketball. Yeah? I mean, Shams is a lanky dude. Cricket? Yeah, Shams would watch cricket. Of course he would. Of course he would. 100% he would. He probably has a secret cricket channel that he's not telling anybody about. Chivu has potential, but only for Serie A right now. I like rugby and cricket, bro. I hate cricket, man, to be honest. Cricket's one sport where even when I bet on it and gamble on it for fun, I don't even watch it. And that's pathetic. That's pathetic, actually. Oh yeah, no apologies here, bro, because Gabriel Jesus is a great player. The only Oh, I love you so much, bro. Bro, Gabriel Jesus, did I say one Jesus for a second? Gabriel Jesus is one of the most prolific goal scorers that I've known in the last 5 to 6 to 7 Premier League seasons, mate. Like, everything in that Man City era that he touched ended up in the back of the net. The fact that he was left unmarked today is bizarre. And the fact that he was unmarked by someone like Mauro Akanji, come on. Yeah, I'll watch T20, but then what will happen, Mighty Mo, is in a very nice multi that's going very fucking well, because it did very well on things throughout the day, we'll get to the 2020 and some shitty leg, like someone to score 10 runs or 15 runs, which is paying like $1.20, will not come off. They would have hit 50, 60, 70 in their last 4 times, and they'll get bowled out for a duck and ruin the parlay / multi. Awful stuff. Awful stuff. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming through, and bless up. I hope everything's going well in Chile. Chile. Whereabouts in Chile are you from, man? Are you from the city or are you from the coastal area? Whew. All right. Let's look at the ladder now. My voice hurts. I almost want to go get a drink of water. Finish the aminos first. Well, this table looks a fair bit different than last time. You're from Santiago? Cool, man. Where did I see those photos? I can't even remember. Oh, I think I saw them on that little fucking... Oi, one sec. Got it. This is my iPhone 4 from God knows when. Well, clearly it was probably from when I was... No, I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know if I was still using this as a phone back then or if I was using it as a musical device, because look how old it is, bro. Love that. Now I just use it because it's got about 2,000 old songs on there. So whenever you bang those crackers and those classics, have a nice dance around the house, which is every day, keeps me in a good mood. 2010. Bruv, there's lots of money to be made there, man. Don't get me started. All right, let's get to the table here. Arsenal, hella impressive, 21 points. They've already locked up top spot, so they will literally field their reserves in the next one. Bro, Mighty Mo, I think that something weird happened with phone updates recently, where if you didn't update your software or whatever, your phone got barred, and you basically had to upgrade a handset or whatever. My wife got victimed into it. Can you still just go and buy a SIM card and whack it into an old phone, or can you go and buy like a prepaid phone that's just off a network? Because I need to get one of those, bro, for undisclosed reasons. Yeah, I just think it's getting more difficult to do that, and I hope not, because we all need to have access to a burner phone once in a while, for whatever reason. Madrid 15, Bayern 15, Spurs. I mean, they're bombing shit in the Premier League, but it looks like as long as they can handle their business in the last game, they will come up against Eintracht Frankfurt. If they can get maybe a point there, they can virtually guarantee their spot. Yeah, they'll virtually guarantee their spot in there. Bayern are safe anyway. They'll beat Union tomorrow. So Bayern, you can expect Bayern to overtake Real and qualify. Real absolutely smacked Monaco. They'll go to Benfica. They'll go to Madrid. That's right. We covered that yesterday, and they'll probably get a draw or a win there. So Paris falling to Sporting is probably your surprise of the match day, I guess. Well done to Sporting, man. Paris have Newcastle. That's not going to be too easy in their next game, but they'll still get the points there. Remember, we're not even going to talk about it. Sporting have done very, very well. They play Athletic Club, so favorable for Sporting. Shout out to my mate Carlos, big Sporting fan. Man City fell today. Them along with Inter are the biggest losers today. Atalanta's definitely going to crack on for sure. They're going to crack on for sure and get 3 points, and they're going to make it even harder for us to go through. Atletico and Liverpool will get their points as well. Dortmund have now made it a lot harder for themselves, meaning they'll definitely beat us in the next game. And you can expect these three teams to get some sort of points. Newcastle, they play PSV at home. Chelsea will definitely win at home, and Barca will definitely win away. So yeah, Inter is in the pits, man. We are definitely going to be probably as low as about there. Jeez, I wasn't kidding. As low as about 13th, 14th, I reckon tomorrow. 13th, 14th. Like, yeah, 13th, 14th. We're going to be on equal points with Juve. That's disgusting. Fuck them. That's actually disgraceful, bro. That's actually disgraceful. Big up 89 people right now on Inter Worldwide. Over 45 of them on YouTube. If you are watching from either Facebook or Twitter, I encourage you to come over, please, to YouTube and subscribe. Our four favorite sports people like to watch here in the States are American football, basketball, baseball, hockey. Yeah, there's a lot. I hate American sports except basketball, man. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Tottenham. I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game. I mean, it was pretty hard to be familiar with their game this season. It really, really was. Let me see if I can find this photo. It's not going to be great because half the screen is pretty much blanked out. Oh, no, there's going to be... It's going to be very tough, man. Very tough, my brother. Oh. Because I've got a folder. I know I've got a folder here somewhere that's all these South American photos. I just want to see if I can find it. Because if I can find it, I think that's Argentina. Nah, spewing. Sorry, bro. I thought I was able to find some photos of me chilling in the Santiago city. But that's definitely Buenos Aires. Damn, these are some good old photos, man. I need to make sure that these don't get deleted. What's Ian saying? Don't worry, it just means Juve make a little more money that has to be put towards their gigantic financial fair play bill and CR7 unpaid wages. Yeah, 100%. They lost that court case as well. I know there's some, I know they're on here somewhere, or they're on another phone somewhere, or they're on a device somewhere, and they're cool photos, man. I just can't believe that we didn't get any points from our last 3 games. I can't believe we did not get any points from our last 3 fucking games, man. From our last 3 games, man. Are there any teams that are eliminated? Yeah, Villarreal choked against Ajax today. So Villarreal eliminated, Kairat eliminated, Slavia Praha eliminated, Eintracht Frankfurt eliminated, Athletic Club eliminated, Ajax eliminated, Union eliminated, Paphos eliminated, Benfica eliminated, Bordeaux eliminated. Now that the cutoff point is 13, Brugge eliminated. I mean, this is for making the 8. That's for making the 8, obviously, because a lot of teams can still make the 24. If the cutoff point is 8 points, then nobody's really out yet, except for Kairat, Villarreal, Slavia Praha, probably, Eintracht, probably, Ajax, probably, Bordeaux, probably, Karabag, probably. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I shouldn't have said Karabag. Even Club Brugge, probably, because they've played 7. They'll only get one more crack at 10 points. But that's assuming teams like Benfica, Paphos, Union, Karabag can even get something. Even teams like PSV, Olympiacos, Napoli, Copenhagen in the next match day. Still very much up for grabs all across the board. Spots, prize money, more games, exposure, depending on what club you are and depending on what your goals are and how you can benefit from this tournament as a whole. Paphos can still go to the playoffs. Yeah, but they're not going to make it interesting. They're shit. Can we actually go out or are we stuck in the playoffs? No, we can't go out. That's the frustrating part. I wish that we could bomb the next game and go out, Ian. Trust me. I absolutely wish that we could. But no, we cannot. We cannot go out. We cannot go out. We are stuck, brother. We are stuck, bro. We cannot go out. Fuck. Spewing. All right, let's look ahead to Pisa, please. Probably the first time anyone's ever looked ahead to this because, Arsenal's still a fixture that governs a lot of attention. We'll take a quick bathroom break. And then we're going to come back and preview the Pisa game. Because why not? We're here. We're here. Oh, we'll be starting the big boys now. We'll be starting the big boys against Pisa. Those are the real big games that we're covering. Those are the real big games that we're covering now. It's Pisa or die. Pisa or bust. Yep. Pretty much. Give me a sec. All right, here we go. Back again. Why am I doing this here? strange we have to play on a Friday during a Champions League round. It is a little bit strange, a little bit of minimal rotation there, but I guess that's why we got the early day in the Champions League for this one. Still no excuses, man. Like Pisa is Pisa. We've got to absolutely smack them. Achedby, thank you so much, but bro needs to go to Saudi to grind money. Yeah, I'll remember Achedby fondly for the second star, but that's about it because, you know, one of those league football before football leaves you scenarios. And right now at top level, guy is getting absolutely skinned to the brick shit house and back. He sucks ass sucks him, all of that sort of stuff. Pisa. Pisa. Pesa, boom, 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 boom. Hakan won't be back for this game, I don't think. They're saying that he might be whispered to come back, but I really don't think he will be back. I don't think he will be risked for a game like Pisa. I think that it is a game where we will be playing Peter Sucic now after the performance that he put in today. Sucic, Barella, Zielinski midfield looks to be on the cards or on the horizon. With Bastoni, Akanji, and Bisek at the back, probably. You might see minutes for Carlos Augusto in this particular match. He didn't play tonight, did he? Why can I not remember him at all? Did Carlos Augusto play tonight? No, he did not come on. We only used 4 of our substitutes as well. Carlos Augusto was an unused substitute tonight. He will definitely play in this game against Pisa. In fact, you might even see Augusto start over Bastoni or Di Marco in this match. You never know. I personally would start Bastoni in this match after how he played against. After how Bastoni played tonight, just keep him growing into confidence. A game against Pisa is a game that Bastoni should be able to comfortably stack good minutes, be productive. So let's give Augusto some minutes for Di Marco in the next match. That's what I personally would do. Definitely start Pio or Boni. Do not start Toro and Turam in this next match against Pisa. And definitely start Sucic again. It's a confidence grower for him as well. Keep the confident players going. It is a small rotation around. I don't really think physically you need to be resting those players for Pisa. I mean, I'm happy for people to disagree with me, but it's Pisa. You have to be winning that game no matter what. And if your missus ever travel to the US, I can give you some food. Oh yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. The one very good thing that's come out of Inter Worldwide is that if I ever travel to the US, I am going to have the hookup big time with where to go and what to do. I've got someone in probably a third of the states, a friend in a third of the states, and I've got people that are very well traveled over the country as well. So that's really, really cool to have some American friends. De Vrij honestly needs to start more. He needs to play more. The guy's not even getting any minutes at all. Zoma and Barella need to be dropped. Pio to start. That's a pretty good shout, Ian, for this match against Pisa. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and it's looking pretty bleak. It's looking like performance-wise for Barella. Like, look at these performances recently. Fuck, he's in horrible form. He's in horrendous form, boys. Oh man, I don't know how he's got an average rating of 7.2 for the season. That's an absolute joke. 6.4 against Arsenal. This is Sofa score, by the way. 6.8 against Udinese, 6.6 Lecce, 7.4 against Napoli, 6.7 against Parma. In terms of Pisa, Alberto Gilardino's men, this is how they are looking to line up. I zoomed one too much. How do I get rid of these ads, bro? They're just everywhere. Anyway, we can see it for the most part. I need to get an ad blocker, bro. Still living in the past here. Scuffet, Calapresi, Canestrelli, Coppola, Ture, Marin, Abisha, Angori, Tramoni, Moreo, Meister. Yes, there's a reason why you're looking at it going, who the hell are these players? It's because nobody knows who they are. They are missing their only experienced dons in Juan Cuadrado and Raul Albiol. We need to smack their mums, bro. We need to absolutely bury these guys. It needs to be a big victory. It needs to be a confidence boosting victory. I'm not having any of it. I will do a no thanks. I will negative gear it all I can. But I am just one guy trying to do this from my office in Southwest Sydney. I actually need you guys, and by you guys, I mean the Inter players. I need you guys to play football, and I need you guys to beat Pisa. I need you guys to step up and actually achieve the objective. I need players to have big games. I need Lautaro to score a goal. I need Thuram to score a goal, or at least one of them to be instrumental in providing a goal to somebody else. There are 91 people on Inter Worldwide right now. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you are new, and if you're watching on Twitter, why are you not subscribed on YouTube? Get over here right now. Members giveaway as well in full effect. If you've been watching the live streams and the shorts, comment on this stream afterwards if you are a channel member, so that your name is supremely in the draw as well. I'm also starting to think of saying, as channel members, the more times you comment, the more of a chance you have. And if that's the case, then Tim and Ian are going to be winning a lot of merchandise, my friends. So we probably can't implement that rule too quickly. But yeah, members giveaway, kit of your choice. And we'll do a little website plug right now for the good people at Kitsock. So shout out to them. Just a quick one once again. Members giveaway, anything of your choice from this particular vendor. The World Cup kits, like I said, look absolutely phenomenal. Colombia's one is so clean. The Mexican one is just beautiful, man. Let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's go through. Fucking hell, mate. That is so sexy. I might have to cop one, bro. I got nothing against Mexico. My only rule is that I can't wear a kit of a team or a nation that I genuinely dislike or have a reason to dislike. Like, I've always wanted that really old Kappa Barcelona kit, but I just can't bring myself to wear it. I hate Barcelona. I'll never wear a France jersey in my life. If I owned one, if someone gave it to me, I'd give it away. I can't wear that in my life. We don't even start on other Italian teams unless there's another reason to, like, if you're someone that's worn a Milan or a Juve jersey in your life, you've got some serious explaining to do. If you've got some family ties to another city, I can understand that. What else looks good? See, I could never get a modern day Spain jersey either. It's too competitive with the Azzurri. But one thing, like, I'd rock a 1994 World Cup Spain jersey with number 6 Hierro on the back. That just came to me in my head. Let's search for it. I reckon retro. Do they have it? Retro Spanish jersey. 1994 away. First one there. It's the away one. I want the dark one. I want the blue one. I'll recognize it straight away. That might be one that I cop at some point. Oh, maybe they don't have the home, which would be spewing. Nope. There it is. Close enough. That's beautiful as well. You get a retro Spain. Oh, goodness me, jerseys were nice back then. And very easy. Hierro, number 6. And that would be an absolute scorcher of a kit. Jackets, training stuff as well, if you are interested. A very, very wide catalog. Let's go back to these World Cup kits. The Chile one is pretty nice as well. The Peru one is beautiful. Geez, big up the South American countries. The Latin countries coming in hard with their kits. The away Mexico jersey, absolutely classy. So classy. It looks like it's coming out of the 1960s and 70s, for God's sake. That is a beautiful, beautiful jersey, man. I mean, so far, Mexico's got the jump for me. If I do get myself just a random kit, it's going to be the Mexico home or the Mexico away. Colombia's away is a bit too much. Now, if the Azzurri do go to the World Cup, I'll definitely be copping this. It looks gorgeous, but in my head, we're not going. It's a sad state of affairs. I love the Portugal Black Panther. That Portugal Black, like, they called it the Black Panther jersey on another website that I was looking at. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'd definitely get that. That's definitely a kit that I would wear. What else? That can't actually be the away jersey for the World Cup. That has to be more of just a temporary away or a custom kit because Air Jordan's not going to have their sponsor on a World Cup kit. Japan one, very, very classy, although it's a little bit too out there for me to wear. Algeria's one is quite nice. Not a fan of Portugal's away one there. Looks quite similar to the intercolors that we wore on our third kit a couple of seasons ago, where we mapped something out. I forget in my head. That Mexico player edition one, see, with these triangles in the middle. This is really hot. It's very, very sexy, that one. Sorry, this has turned into me looking now. Senegal. That's their World Cup jersey, not the one that they just won in with the lion. It's a beautiful jersey. Yeah, I might have to get a few World Cup jerseys, guys. It's absolute peak with the World Cup. But if you fancy something else, if you're looking for Inter gear, as usual, just head straight over to the Inter tab in Serie A. A very wide range of retro stuff, this year's stuff, last year's stuff, concept, fan-made stuff as well, home, away, player edition, replica edition, jackets, windbreakers. I've got myself a couple of the jackets as well. They are all absolutely beautiful. If you're a fan of the NBA, head over to the NBA section as well. Plenty of vintage NBA stuff, plenty of currently updated NBA stuff as well, jerseys and t-shirts. That will do from Kit Sock. Anything else that we need to talk about? I've been going for an hour 20 now. I think that's more than enough, man. I think that's absolutely more than enough. It is sad to see this version of Barella, but it is what it is, bro. I wonder if this is the soft reboot of the banter era we expected. I don't know if I'd rather us being a fourth place bottle. It's crazy how we're first in Serie A and nobody can really see the point in getting geared up and excited to challenge for the league. It's almost like we expect something to go wrong. It's just a matter of when. We might get past Pisa. We might get past Cremonese, but we won't get past Juve. And what happens if Milan, by that point, are still only 3 behind us? They've got tough games in Como, Bologna coming up after Roma. Don't underestimate Allegri's ability to win 2 of those games 1-0, at least 2 of them. It's not looking good for me at the moment, guys, but that was a really good stream. We had a high of about 95 people here. I just asked that if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, that you do consider subscribing. And if you do want to become a channel member, I'm just letting you know that our members giveaway, there'll be 2 members that get that will be drawn out at the end of the month / start of February. Thank you to Ian. I really appreciate you coming through again, my brother. Thank you to everybody that left comments as well. Thank you very much to Drop as well, my Santiago friend, my Chilean brother. Thank you for your donation. I really, really appreciate it. Let me just pin that one. There we go. Thank you to Uncle Sharma for coming through. Any other members come through today? Thank you, Mike. Good to see you again, bro. Thank you, Doodle. Thanks, Nick Knox. Good to see you again, bro. Thank you, Debbie. If I've missed any members, I'm very sorry. Thank you, Jono. I think that's about it. All right, that'll do, man. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Time to do a little bit of housework and wake up a little bit, eh? All right, ciao. See you next time. Forza Inter.